Hello there, friends. Happy Friday, everybody. It is our final day of Halloween week. So come on into my studio, friends. I am live right now coming at you from Jody B's Stampin' Studio, and I'm ready to share some Halloween with you guys. So come on in, give me a like or a love so that I know that you're on with me, and I know that we have some friends on, and we'll get rolling here because I know you guys are excited to see some Halloween-y treats. So I thought we would finalize our last day of Halloween week with some spooky treats that maybe you could hand out to the trick-or-treaters or anybody that comes into your life. Maybe it's kids in your kids' class, or maybe you're a teacher, or maybe you have coworkers. What can we do to help brighten someone else's day? And little Halloween treats are perfect for that. So hopefully some friends are on. I'm going to give a couple seconds to see if we get some people on here before we get rolling. So hello, friends. Happy Friday, everybody. It's nice and gray here today in Pennsylvania. Perfect day for stamping. And I know some of you guys we're going to see tomorrow because my team and I are doing a virtual event. It will run online. So we've been doing these. I think maybe this is our 5th or 6th one. We started doing them when COVID happened and we couldn't gather together. And it's become super popular to do these cool virtual Facebook events. So I know I'll be seeing some of you guys tomorrow morning, bright and early, at 10 a.m. Eastern time. All right, well, let's do just a little bit of housekeeping while our friends are coming in. Real quick reminder that you can shop online anytime. Hop over to my online store, jodybrechbill.stampinup.net. This is September's host code. And if you're not an online shopper, no problemo. Just email me and I can take care of things for you. Because remember, guys, we are winding down Celebration. We are getting ready to end Celebration next week, which means for each $50 and $100 purchase, you're getting free items from the Celebration brochure. So I reminded you guys yesterday, some of you don't hang out with me over on my Facebook group. So if you haven't yet, head over to Stamp with Jody B and ask to join. It runs a little different than a Facebook page. It's a little bit more personal and we can share stamping with each other. You guys can share your creations with me. I do giveaways. We have fun things that go on over there. So if you're not in that group, head on over there and ask to join Stamp with Jody B. So one thing I really want to promote is what's coming up soon, October 8th, 9th, and 10th. Please make sure you've marked your calendar and you are ready for my BOGO event. So this is the second year that I have done one because it's online now, started obviously last year for, obvious reasons, but it is totally virtual. It runs through a Facebook group. So you can head over. This is actually my group right here, Jody B's online BOGO sale. Find that on Facebook, ask to join, and mark your calendar for these 3 days because it's my buy one, get one free event. Whoop, whoop. So I go through all of my retired stuff, my things that are not available anymore, and we get everything marked and we get everything priced, and we put photos in the albums on this Facebook page, and you guys are able to shop all of my retired stuff. So you will be able to earn it for free then because you will get the dollar for dollar value for your order. So for instance, if you found $20 worth of my retired items and you wanted to purchase and your total was $20, you will then go shop and pick out $20 of brand new items, available current items. You can do it online or you can email it to me. So it's equal $20. And then I'm giving you my retired items for absolutely free. They are totally free, you guys. So I will be explaining lots more about this. There is information over on that Facebook page. So you can check that out. You can join it right now. And there are some items that are still left over from last year, and you are able to pre-shop. So if there's some things on there and you want to claim them now, go ahead and you're going to pull up the photo and you're going to click or comment sold. Okay, and that means that there's a hold on it until the actual BOGO sale happens in a couple weeks. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. I am a little concerned because I want to make sure this is working because I'm not seeing anything. And I do see that we have some friends on. So hold on one second. Let me pull up my other view. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. I know you guys are on here and I cannot see one single comment from you guys, which is such a bummer. So if you have questions about BOGO, leave them in the comments and I'll come back and answer any questions for you guys. That's really, really disappointing. Facebook is weird. It worked fine all this week, and now this week, I can't see any of your comments. Okay, guys, we're going to keep going anyway. I will check it periodically. So I did mention that we are ending celebration. Okay, so celebration is over the very last day, September 30th. Quick reminder, for each $50 and $100 purchase, you're able to pick items from here for absolutely free. This, my friends, if you are in the US, is sold out. We do not have any more of the bedazzling specialty paper, so that is gone. Okay, so you do have items that you can choose from at your $50 and $100 value. Then I reminded you a little earlier in the week that there's a special host only stamp set, the In Your Word stamp set that you can earn for absolutely free whenever your order hits your order, because it can be your order or your party or your event, or if you've gathered orders from friends, when you hit 300, you can get this one for absolutely free. Oh, it just disappeared. Betty, I know you messaged me something and it came up and then it disappeared. So I'm going to play around and see what happens. Nope. Type hi on your live. Okay, let me see. I'm going to go over to my other one and give that a try, my other view. All right, nope, no comments today. Nothing's working. So that's all right, I will research it. I hear that this happens periodically with Facebook glitches. Okay, so anyway, I wanted to do a quick little shout out here that we do have a join special. Okay, so this is very important because this is ending September 30th, but we do have a join special. So if you're not a demonstrator and you've been thinking about it, or you are a happy customer who spends a ton of money, like is exactly what I do, we do have a special join offer for you during celebration, and we are giving you a free bundle of your choice. So any of these items you can choose for absolutely free, in addition to $26 extra free product, free paper pumpkin, free shipping, and then of course your 20% discount. So if you're a happy shopper and you've been shopping and your orders are getting higher like mine were when I first started, this is the best bang for your buck, right? To become a moveless stamper. So if you have questions about that or you're interested, give me a buzz and let me know, and I can give you some more details on that. But the offer does end September 30th to get one of these bundles for absolutely free. And that's like a really good value, guys, because some of these are $60, I think. All right, so we do need to do a little housekeeping because we have to talk about Prize Patrol. And so yesterday we were giving away the ombre bags, and Dee Serena won this, and Dee messaged me and said that she is a demonstrator and she would love to see somebody else win this. And so she paid it forward. And so our lucky winner of the ombre gift bags is Betty Clark. I know you're on because you've been typing to me, even though I can't see any comments. So I have these for you. So congratulations. Then yesterday we gave away the In Color Jewels. Okay, so the winner of yesterday is Doreen Nelson. Congrats, Doreen. So I'll have those for you guys as well. And today's Prize Patrol is the In Color Square Gems. So all you need to do is leave me a little Halloween sticker or a little emoji or a GIF for Halloween, and I will pick a winner and announce that. Then, of course, I'm also giving away my projects that I've been making. So I will make an announcement then, too, to see who the lucky winners are of all of our projects that I created this week. So I did want to show you, we played with the kitties the other day, and so I did want to share a couple other things that I made with the Clever Cats. Did I show you? Maybe I didn't show these. I don't recall. So anyway, in case I didn't, here we go. Here's some other cards I made with the fat cats. And this one is one that is not Halloween, so you can use these fat cats all through the year. Then my favorite fold is a storybook fold. So I've got this cool storybook fold here with Crazy Cat in there. So there we have him, Fat Cat, sitting on a pumpkin. And then this was a little sneaky peek that I shared the other day on my Facebook group. So fun playing with the clever cats. Alrighty, now I'm going to give you the quick reminder that tomorrow is the final day to sign up for the Cute Halloween class my friend Connie and I are offering. This is a special just during Halloween week. Tomorrow is the last day to register for that. So you're going to get half a pack of your cute Halloween designer paper. You're going to get the sequin stars, and change to this. This is on back order and we can't get it here in time. So instead of the gingham ribbon, we're going to give you the black glitter ribbon instead. So you can totally finish your cards. Not a problem there. You'll just use black glitter ribbon, or if you have the gingham at home, you could go ahead and use that. So it just looks like back order till the very beginning of October, but it won't be here in time for us to ship out your kits. So we decided go with the black glitter. It works perfect for Halloween. Then of course, you're gonna get a special template to tell you how to cut your 6x6 paper to create all of these different cards. I think they're so cute. I just love the paper. I've already gone through 2 stacks and I'm almost out of my second one and wondering if I should order more. So there we go. There's all 10 of your cards that you're going to create. So you'll get your card bases and all your card stock and everything die cut. If you don't have the punch, you can fussy cut. I know our punch is on back order. Looks like till October 11th. So hopefully it should be here in time for Halloween, but you can do a little fussy cut on there. Not a problem at all. All right, so the registration information will be in the description of this video. There is a link. If you can't find it, message me and I'll get the link to you. And of course, it goes out via email. So if you're not on my mailing list, I'd highly encourage you to do that. Get on my mailing list, because then everything is just delivered right to your inbox. You don't have to go do any searching for anything. Alrighty, so let's start off with some stamping. Let me run over here, just double check my comments quick. Okay, so sorry guys, the comments are coming, but I can't view them on my phone. So I decided that we were going to use the Pretty Pillow Box die. So we're gonna create a cute little treat holder here using this die, and it's got all kinds of little fun stuff, but I went ahead and cut out the shape with my designer series paper. That doesn't belong there. From the Cute Halloween. So we've got the orange stripe, and then I cut out this little tag right here so that we can put a Halloween sentiment on there. So this is super, super fun to make. These are little treat holders. They don't hold a ton of treats. So just perfect if you want to give somebody a little snack. Now, we're going to very carefully fold on the lines. It does put the score lines in for you, but you do want to be cautious because you don't want them to tear. This is just paper. So I'm being very careful not to tear it. And then on the sides, we have the little indents for the pillow box. So I'm just carefully going to pinch those together. Now, if you wanted it a little bit more sturdy, you would use cardstock, and even our thick white cardstock would be perfect for this. That would make a little bit more of a sturdier treat container, but I loved the stripy paper, so I thought, let's use that. This is making my eyes work today, for sure. There we go. Okay, so that's it. Once you've run it through the die, that's all there is to it. You're just doing some gluing. And you want some heavy duty adhesive. Okay, I'm going to use the Seal Plus, but you could maybe use your tear and tape or your Tombow glue because we don't want it to fall apart. So I want, when I look at this, this is my top. This little flap is what's going to come over the top. And then I want my seams to be towards the back of the pillow box. So it will look like this. So I'm going to put adhesive here on the insides, and I'm going to run adhesive. Like, I want a lot of adhesive on there. I need to wake this up. It's sleeping. I don't want this to come apart on the sides at all. So if you get some off the edge, if you can see there where some of it's off the edge, just roll it back with your finger. It's better to have more than you need than not enough, I find, when you're making these 3D items. So then we're just going to carefully pinch it closed once it's done sticking to my own finger. So I would say the trickiest part of using this is trying to figure out how to keep it shut. And I watched a video from another demonstrator, and she said, you know what? I'm to the point where, yes, it's cute, yes, it's pretty, but you're not going to keep this and reuse it for 100 years. So it might just be a one-time shot where you're just going to close it, and you know, they might have to tear it to get it open. And that would be okay. It's because it's the joy of giving, not that they're going to keep this and reuse it for years down the road. So I'm going to pinch this just to make sure that it's nice and tight. And there's my little pouch to put some treats in. So these little bite size work perfect in there. Fits 2 of them. So like I said, just a cute little treat. So there we go. How do you keep that shut? Well, you could tie a ribbon around it if you wanted to. You could actually glue it shut, which I kind of am leaning towards. And you know, yes, they might have to pop it open. You could use maybe the magnets, the little tiny magnets, or even a little Velcro dot. But what I'm going to do is use the tag. So I cut this tag out ahead of time. I've got some pumpkin pie ink and my trick or treat. There we go. So I'm going to take some dimensionals or pop darts, and I'm just going to put them right here at the bottom. And I'm going to use that as like the little locking mechanism to hold my treat shut. So now they would be able to pop it open. Okay, so it's gonna hold it, but if they just pop it open like that, it will hold the little treat pouch shut. So now it's time to do some embellishing, and I grabbed one of our little skeleton heads, and I'm just gonna trim him out. There is no punch for the skeletons, only for pumpkins, kitties, and ghosts, but they're easy to trim. Man, it feels so lonely when I have no comments. I don't like it. All right, so now I'm gonna take a dimensional here on my skeleton. Just put a little bit of adhesive there because he's gonna hang out kind of right here in the corner. And then I've got some of that black glimmer ribbon. And I'm gonna tie a little bow. Oh, it got a little twisted. You don't need a big bow. A little bow is just fine. There we go. And then I can just work it down to the size that I want. And it does shed a little bit, I will give you that. Not terrible, but you might have some sparkles here and there when you are done playing. There we are. And then we'll grab ourselves a little snot dot here, a little mini glue dot. And just, did it come off? Yep. And it's just gonna sit right here where that little top of that little tag is, okay? Super cute, right? And there's your little treats in there. And that's just one little die cut and put that together. So there's my other skeleton to make 2 little pillow treat boxes. Super, super adorable. And that's in the pillow box die is in the holiday mini catalog. All right, let's see what we have next. All right, so I wanted to do, since we're working with pre-made things, I wanted to show you the tombstones. So they are super, super cool. They come in a pack of, I don't know how many, maybe 10. Let's look and see here if it tells us. 8 tombstones in one treat box. So we're gonna go ahead and, can I put it together? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put it together. I just wanted to make sure I didn't need to stamp anything first that might affect it if it's put together, but it really shouldn't be. These are super quick and easy. You will find that there is a bigger one and a smaller one, not by much, just a little bit. So that way you know which is the top and which is the bottom, but they both have tombstones on both sides. They've already got the pre-sticky on there, which is very cool. So all you need to do is fold them up and wrap that around there. And these hold a significant amount of treats. So if you need to give a little bit more than just 2 little pieces of snack candy, this might be the one you're looking for. Perfect little favors, okay? So there you go. Those are the same size. No? Yes? All right, so we need to find another one. I'm thinking one needs to be a top and one needs to be a bottom. This one might look a little bit smaller. I think we're cooking now, kids. I must have just grabbed the same one. Well, now I'm looking at it, I'm like, that looks exactly the same too. They do look exactly the same. So I must have small ones here. Oh, there we go. There was a small one and a big one. Okay, so there we are. They're both the same on both sides, right? Okay, so I want this to be my bottom. I want this to be my top. All right, now we can move forward. So I grabbed a piece of designer series paper, just a little strip here, tiny little strip, and we're gonna color that with some Stampin' Blends. So we're gonna do Daffodil Delight, and we're gonna make our candy corns. So we'll just color a little bit here. I love that you can color this DSP, and we did that a little bit earlier this week as well. I do have something down on my table because sometimes it will bleed through. So we do want to be cautious of what we're coloring on so that we don't have our ink bleed onto something that's important. Okay, then I'm going to do some of the candies, the little stripy candies. We'll color those. And I'm using So Saffron. This was Daffodil Delight. Let's look. Daffodil Delight, Pumpkin Pie, So Saffron, and they're all the light colors. Flirty Flamingo is light. And we're gonna color the candy stripe there. And then we'll finally come in with some purple, some light Highland Heather, and do a little pop of purple. There we are. So we can attach this now to the bottom of our tombstone, and it's just gonna hang out right here at the bottom. And it's a little longer than I need, so I just need my snips, and I'm just gonna snippy snip that right off there. Then I'm gonna take a little bit of our gingham ribbon, and I'm gonna put a glue dot on the end because I want to tack it around the back of the tombstone. So I'm just tacking that around with a little glue dot, and then I can do the same on the other side. We'll put a little glue dot on there, and that'll hold it for us. It's a little crooked. I can shift it just a smidge. There we go. Okay, so there's some decoration on our cute little tombstone. Now I need my trick or treat. I did punch this out. I think this is called the storybook label or something like that. So I punched that out ahead of time. And I'm gonna use Memento Black. So let's clean that real quick. That had pumpkin pie on it. So we'll ink up our black, and we're gonna stamp our trick or treat right here on this label. And it's kind of cool because the label almost looks a little bit tombstone-ish at the top. Couple dimensionals on that because, you know, you can never have enough pop. And I'm scrimping and saving, using all the bottom of the barrel. So there we go. There's our trick or treat. Then ahead of time, out of that designer paper, I punched out a little kitty and a little pumpkin. So we'll put some dimensionals on these guys as well. And that's really all there is to it for this. You can fill it with candy and you'll be good to go. So here's little kitty. He's gonna hang out right there. And then pumpkin will hang out right here. And how about some stars, or sequin stars? Put a couple of these on, and I'm gonna use purple. So we'll just have a couple purple stars here. That one came off without its glue dot. And maybe we'll just do one little star up here. So there we are. So now we'll fill that with some treats, and there is our cute little tombstone, and it will sit up too, which is even cooler. There we go. Isn't that adorable? So you get 8 of them in a pack. And then there's my other one with some orange stars. That's gonna make me nuts, so I am gonna move it. All right, so don't forget, somebody's gonna win these, and I think when I send it to you, I'm probably gonna put some treats in it for you, because you can't send a naked, empty tombstone to somebody. So there we are for our tombstone. So there's another treat. And then this one I kind of went with what they did in the catalog where they cut the window out. So I took a die and I cut, you need a dimensional under you, skeleton. I die cut that window out, and then I put a window sheet behind it. I added some ribbon and did our cute little skeletons, and I wrapped the nugget. See the nuggets in there? They're wrapped like I showed on the other video last week or earlier this week, and showed you how to wrap your nuggets. Wrap your nuggets, kids. You never want your nuggets naked. No naked nuggets. All right, so how cool is that? All righty, so now we've got one more project to share with you. So let me just run over here and check my feed. Okay, yay, you guys are still here with me and you're liking it. I'm so sorry that I can't see your comments. Okay, so I did some things ahead of time on this one, and this is a direct case from Angie Judah. She is Chicken Scratch, so if you guys follow her, this was something she shared the other day. She does a whole Halloween series on her page as well. And I love her. And so I've probably told my story before about I almost like trapped her in a bathroom on one of our incentive trips on a cruise ship because I was like, oh my God, you're Angie Judah. And she was like, I know. And I acted like a complete idiot because I get a little verklempt when I meet all these people that I follow online, and I get so excited about it. All right, so we have got a basic black piece, and you know what I like to say? I'm getting some glare, aren't I? Can we still see okay? The sun decided to pop out. I love it. Let's see here. If I put up my little shade, that might help a little bit. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay, because I have glare and then I can't see. So I always tell you when you first start off that maybe you want to create with some junky paper. So get a piece out that you don't really care and make your template, okay? But what I'm going to do here is we're using black. I've got 7.5, so I've got my 7.5 inch at the top, and we are going to score it at 2 inches, 3.5 inches, 5.5 inches, and 7 inches. And then I'm gonna do 1/4 turn. So this is 5.5. Okay, so we have a 5.5 by 7.5 inch piece. When we have our 5.5 inch at the top, we are going to score at 1.5 and 4. Now, I'm looking at this and I'm really hoping I remember how to make the box, because I do these ahead of time and then I think, oh Lordy, how did I do that? First thing I like to do is run my bone folder over all the creases. It just starts to get your box to want to go in the shape that you need so that you're really not fighting it. It breaks down some of the fibers. There we are. Okay, so now we're going to get rid of this panel right here at the bottom. So there's a little tiny rectangle. Okay, so we don't need this one because this is actually the bottom of our box right here. This is the top of our box. Now I need to create the flaps so that we can make the box bottom. So I'm just gonna free up these paper strips here, or I'm sorry, these flaps here. And I'm just going right up to that other score line. Now to make things better, we talk a lot about mitering our edges or angling the edges. So you just take the smaller flaps and you're just gonna cut a little angle on them, and it just makes it less bulky. Do not get worried that it doesn't look pretty or that you're crooked or not exact, because they're totally hidden and no one ever knows, but it just helps it go together a little bit so it's not quite so bulky. I don't know what that is. Not gonna matter, bottom of the box. So now I'm gonna take this little flap here, this 3/4 inch, and I'm just gonna angle those as well. And again, that just helps your box go together so much better. Using a heavy duty adhesive, so I've got my Seal Plus here. We're gonna put adhesive down this flap. That's what's holding our box together. And you do want heavy adhesive. We don't want it to come off. There's nothing worse than getting a fallen apart box. So if I close that and I close this, they meet perfectly. Perfectly. So there's our box. So here's our top and here's our bottom. We just need to put the bottom together. But what I'm gonna do first is I want to make sure this is where my seam is. So I want that to be the back of my box. So this is going to be my front. And I'm going to put my designer paper on first, just because it's easier whenever it's flat. So I have a piece of designer series paper here that is 1 7/8 by 2 3/8. And don't forget, in the description of the video, I do put the dimensions for you guys so that you don't have to keep rewatching all the time. And again, it's from Angie, it's from Chicken Scratch, so you could head over to her blog and find her instructions too. This is exactly the project that she made. She even has a template for you because she's awesome. Okay, so now we can go ahead and put our box together. So these two flaps are gonna come in on the bottom, and then this is the front. So I don't wanna seam in the front. I wanna send this one to the back. So this will come over and that'll come over, and that's how our box is going to work. So let's put some adhesive on there. And again, I'm using the seal because it's heavy duty. It means business. And then I'm gonna flip that over and put seal. These are the bigger flaps we're working with here. Okay. So close, 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 and close. Then I like to just jam that bone folder down in there and make sure it really stuck. So all we have to do now is pinch it, and that's our box. Just a little pinch, and that's what's gonna hold it together. Now, one thing that I did, and I thought this was genius, and this is why I love her, she took the tailor tags. So we have one of these cut right here, and we are gonna trim it down to 3 inches. So you're gonna put the front of your tag right there at 3 and cut off that little bottom. Then we're gonna put a score in at 1.5. Fold that. Now I'm gonna use my really strong adhesive. I'm not gonna be sparing with it because I want this to stick. So this is the front, this is the back. This piece is going to lay right here on the back of my box. So it's like making an extended flap. Make sure it's good and stuck. So when you pinch and fold over, you now have a box flap. Is that not, am I going off camera? I have super glare on my screen because of the sun. So there you go. Adorable, is it not? So what we're gonna do is take a real long strip of that glitter ribbon, and that's what's gonna hold our box together. So it's gonna come through the hole that you just created, go underneath the bottom, and come over here. It gets hard to do whenever you have nothing in your box because it has no weight to it. So you would probably have something in here. And Angie showed the little snack packs of Oreos fit in there. I bet some of the little, oh, I have an idea. Hold, please. We're gonna try something out. So I got some treats for my kiddos, and I'm getting ready to send them for their little Halloween goodie bags. So let's see if this will work. Think it will? It might be too tall. Sugar booger. Oh my gosh, you guys, it fits perfect. So a Reese pumpkin will fit right in there. Yeehaw. And I'll put one in there even though they're getting the whole entire pack because I'm going to show you the other one that I made. So I told you the other day that I had to make myself an orange kitty because that's what my daughter has. And all I've been doing is making myself black kitties. All right, so there we are. Now we can tie our little ribbon, make ourselves a little bow. Give yourself lots of ribbon because it just gets so frustrating whenever your ribbon is too short. So there we go. There is our little treat container. My shedded glitter everywhere. All right, so now I took a piece of Highland Heather, and this is from the Tasteful Label die, and we're gonna put that on with some dimensionals. And I'm gonna use, I have all these little nubbins, perfect. We're gonna use them up, because who needs them? There we go. Using up all the scraps, I love it. All right, so that's gonna sit right here on the front, that little pop of purple. I love it. Then I took a broom and I stamped that in, I wanted to stamp it in yellow, but apparently I did it in soft sweet because I have the wrong broom on the wrong cat, but that's okay, it doesn't matter. It's just color choice, no big deal, it doesn't affect anything. So I'm gonna put some adhesive right in the center of the broom because this broom does stick off. He's gonna stick off either end. You can always go back and add in a little bit more adhesive or a little dimensional or something under there. Then I took Fatty Cat and I am going to, he's gonna sit on his broom. So a couple dimensionals on Fat Cat. I think two should be fine. So there he is, sitting on his broom. Then I had a little piece of white. Did I lose it? Oh, nuts. Here it is. All right, little piece of white here and our sentiment. So we can stamp that right here. And I'm just gonna trim it down. Well, let's flag it. How about that? We'll put a flag in here, a little notch for us. There we are. Some adhesive just on the edge because I'm gonna tack this underneath. There we go. So it sticks off as well. That I might trim that down a little bit, but I'm not gonna worry about it right now. So there we go. Look at that adorable little treat holder. Now, we need bling, don't we? Of course we do. So here we go. We're gonna put a bling there and a bling there. And then how about one up here? I'm running out. It's been a busy week here. So there is our adorable little treat container. So I think Aiden will get this one in his goodie bag. He's gonna get, because it's already got the Reese cup in it, right? So we'll send that one to Aiden. And then I made this one. So we'll send this one to Taryn. We'll put a Reese in there for her. And there's her little fat orange mango sitting on his broom. So there are our cute little treat containers for today. All right, my friends, there we go. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. I hope you enjoyed Halloween week as much as I did. Don't forget to head over to Stamp with Jody B because I post the pictures then. So you'll be able to see still photos of them. And then in the description, I put the dimensions so that you know exactly what you're doing to make more of them at home. All right, my friends, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. And you don't have to worry next week. You're only going to catch me one day. I'm going to be live right back here on this page, 10 a.m. Eastern time for What's Up Wednesday. See you all. Happy Halloween, everybody.